A pleasant afternoon, everybody. This is Sathvika. I'm from Hindustan University pursuing aviation management. I like humanity as a psychology subject, but I'm more opted towards the darker side, where humanity is not just about kindness, honesty, empathy. It's about where human behavior deviates towards the dehumanization, cruelty, the psychopathic tendencies that we have. And I would like to um, convert my topic to three main subcategories. These categories are niche and are not talked about so much. And so first, I would like to focus on human morality. Human morality, every human has a moral compass. Each human behaves as a compass set by them, by themselves, by society, by influences, by anything, right? And humanity is not just about the description where it is described by a single superior trait that this is good and this is bad. And humans have various moral compass. The morality of the humans deviates by which situation that they are in. Morality is simply a reaction, a performance facade, where, when people ask something, when people react to a situation, and we can take that they are simply as a mere reactions, right? So we perform, we adapt ourselves to certain kind of behavior that we wanted ourselves to portray to the world, right? And we always want to be a good person. Anybody doesn't want themselves to be portrayed or be observed as a rude or, I don't know, maybe a serial killer. And this concept falls onto the just world fallacy, where people believe that if a person does something good, they deserve good. If a person does something bad, they deserve bad. In short form, if you do what you do, you get what you get. But is that good? Are we saying that people who do bad only should get bad? People who do good only get good things? No, I don't think so. And this concept is where corroborates with hypocrisy. Hypocrisy is such an underlying factor in humanity, right? People are naturally hypocritic creatures where, for example, when a perpetrator does a bad act, like, I don't know, framing someone or lying something, but at the same time, if it's a perpetrator, he blames his situation on the circumstances. Like, for example, I was lazy, I was not well, I was not in my right mind. But if it's the same situation, if the perpetrator is the victim and he blames the character, he blames the character of the perpetrator, whereas he doesn't know anything. I don't know, maybe he's hypocritic. Anything can be said to make themselves feel much superior. And this concept falls on moral superiority, where people believe that their traits, such as kindness or basic empathy or the treatment towards a certain person, believes them to be more kind, and I'm superior than this person. Doesn't that mean I should get more? And this is what the world has come from. This is what the root cause is. Because, we always seek validation, whether it's from our parents, our family members, our friends, anybody. We seek validation. We seek attention. And we want ourselves to be seen in I don't know, where we want to be seen. For example, I'm standing here. I want my parents to feel proud of me because this is such a good thing, right? And this is where hypocrisy is stems from. Human behavior cannot be vitalized by a single trait, and it is what shapes us, it is what influences our behavior towards others. Now, coming to the third concept, the gray of our lives. Humans and animals, any creatures, we are never white, we are never black. We were never the yin and yang of our lives, you know. We stand in the edge, we stand in the balance, we stand in the gray, where when a situation forces us to do something, we do not see the consequences. We see only the results. We see only the, only the outcome that we get. So doesn't that mean people does not value other people's opinions, preferences? This is where the questions come from. It differs from each person to each person. And I would say that humans are designed for survival, for constant survival. They are not designated for constant happiness, right? We experience sadness, we experience anger, we experience disgust, everything. But this is what makes us human. This is what kind of tendencies that forces us to act. Because I personally like dark psychological thrillers where people do not traditionally fall on the same concepts such as the hero, the good, the villain, the bad. No, I would not believe that. I would believe that each person has their own gray area where they let out their inner tendencies, where they hide their flaw selves, where they portray themselves as a good person to avail benefits, to avoid from taking responsibility. This is what happens when people rationalize the fact that people deserve what they get. People deserve what they do based on their actions. And I would say that this is what we have as our innate nature. Innate nature is where we don't focus on the future. We more consequently lean towards the proper fallacy, where we do not get more attention, we do not get more consequences, we do not get more circumstantial capability as we perform our daily activities, right? So I would conclude my three niche topics with the saying that each morality, each hypocrisy, and the societal values that shape our behavior. I would say that collective dismissiveness, where when a single person trying to fit in ignores another single person's opinion, where, for example, if we are in a group conference, if one voices their opinion that deviates, that dissent from the original factor, it is normally rejected by others, right? So the other person also feels hesitant to speak up. And this is when people, even if in those even in those group, a single person accepts that behavior, that dissent opinion, they, in the concept to fit in with the group, with the conference, they would try to deviate, they would try to criticize the other person. But is this what we call as hypocrisy? Or is this, from his point of view, are we saying that, no, I was just trying to fit in, I don't want to cause any trouble? Are we saying that? We have more unanswered questions, right? And for our theme, the future still feels human. I would like to ask a question that, are we taking these tendencies into our future? Are we taking these moral, hypocritical values to our future, where there are bots, there are AI, and in another sense, when we are more into towards technology, right? We are leaning more towards technology. We are creating it. We are enhancing it. We are doing everything. But are we projecting our beliefs? Are we projecting our moral compass into those AI bots to behave them, to make them behave according to our fallacy, according to our favorability? Or is this just a collective stretcher? And I would like you all to ask yourselves the question, always people have innate ability to betray their own fallacy. People do not always stay true to themselves. People do not always lean more towards the yin. They do not always stay as pure as they are. People change, people's activities change, and yeah, I would like to please ponder this question within ourselves, within yourselves, in your mind, and I would like to finish this. Thank you.